Hello, hello, Aries. Hi, welcome to Project Fev, Tarot and More. I'm Sharon, intuitive empath. I am going to do your, what are we doing? Love reading, tarot love reading. End of April. Okay, so we're going to say from the 15th to the end of the month, picking up and channeling the energies for love and relationships. Oh, God, really? Already? Good. Why? Already? That usually means a tower for me in my readings, you guys. I feel like Debbie Downer already. We didn't even get started. I haven't even done like box checking and housekeeping. We haven't even done any of that kind of stuff and already, like the Five of Pentacles. All right, well, let's find out what that's all about. Get a few more cards on the table before we start jumping to conclusions. Because you know the fire signs start jumping to conclusions before you know it. It's all fiery in here and nonsense. So, yeah, all right. So how you guys doing? How's your weekend going? Saturday here in the land of Arizona. I am enjoying being indoors today, which is why I have my sweater on. I don't know why my air isn't on, but it just feels kind of cool. I caught like a little bit of a chill. Maybe I got goosies from whatever energy's floating around, but I definitely had goosies earlier today. And I don't like to catch a chill because then I'll feel that way all day long. So nothing wrong with like a warm, cozy sweater, right? Just cozy, just hanging out on a Saturday with you guys and a mug of coffee, enjoying sipping the flavored beverage of choice today. Because tomorrow is Game of Thrones. Oh, I can't even. I'm so excited. Oh my God. Arya. How stark, I have to say, just because Arya kicks ass so pleasantly. I just love to watch her be so intensely scorpionic in her energies. It's delightful. Love to watch it play out. So, yeah, a little bit of housekeeping. Personal reads are now available. Look to the description box below. And as always, like the video. It helps it circulate. Subscribe to the channel. That helps the channel circulate. And if you want any type of notifications for newly uploaded material, go ahead and click this little bell thing right there. You guys know how YouTube works. Get it, get it. Oh my goodness. So we got the Five of Pentacles. Ooh, soulmate energy on the table, guys. Six of Cups came out with the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, and the Chariot. Ooh. All right. Oh. What's going on? The Five of Pentacles is over here in the influencing energy, and the Five of Wands in reverse is here in the how you're viewing this person. Not enough fire. That's what I'm getting. So you like this person, you're attracted, it's somebody from your past you're reconnecting with, but it's just not enough oomph. Not enough oomph. There wasn't enough oomph before, still not enough oomph now. I don't know how attracted you are to this person. What are you doing with them? What were you attracted to begin with that started this whole thing? Huh? I'm getting that they're physically attractive, but they don't embody the qualities that you're looking for. Okay, they're lacking passion. Okay, so this is a relationship that's lacking passion. Oh, well, you're dealing with the Queen of Pentacles. Could be dealing with an earth sign. Okay, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. In which case, that could be why they're lacking passion. They would have intensity, some type of intensity, but you know, lacking in passion. So here's our layout on the basis of the situation is what we've got playing out here. So we've got the Chariot. Understand that in the readings that I do, major arcana cards come up because there's some influence in the divine, okay? I don't know. You know what? I'm not sure that this person has manifested totally yet. Yeah, I wonder if you guys are manifesting a potential partner. That's what's resonating with me. So there was a 5 of Cups issue, or a 5 of Pentacles. I do that all the time, you guys, you know? Seriously, correct me in the comments. Because the last video, I was like watching it back and I was like, did I really just say 2 of Pentacles and it's 2 of Swords? Anyway, so 5 of Pents is here. This is an influencing outlying energy, which means, and as it's on the table and not in the main read, it's not in the main body, this is the recovery or the experience after a tower moment. And I do recall that there was a tower in one of your guys' previous readings. So you guys are still feeling some of that disappointment. And I do feel like for some of you, there was a major fallout in the relationship. Okay, so here's where we go. So this tower moment had nothing to do with your relationship. However, your relationship was affected. Okay, and I do believe that it could be with a Virgo. Lots of Virgo energy on the table. But I think you guys are just, you're kind of wanting a bit more passion from your partner. Someone a little bit more emotionally balanced. And a ride or die kind of thing where they can handle the internal conflict, the external conflict, and stick by your side, right? I mean, basically what happened is, you know, you had this tower moment and they just cut out of the relationship. They cut out on you. So whatever this internal conflict that this fast moving energy caused, or this, you know, rapid tower moment caused, brought in this inability to resolve the conflict to such an extent that there was like the whole relationship fell apart, and it had nothing to do with the relationship. Why would a loss of job have anything to do with the relationship? So now I think what's happening is you're considering whether or not you should take this person back. You're really reflective. Okay, the 10 of Cups is in your head space, it's in reverse. The Empress is in your emotional concern space and it's in reverse. The 9 of Swords is in your outcome space, what you desire to happen, and it's in reverse. I think you want to change your thinking on this. I think you want to have a total transition, and I think you're going to utilize the energy of the tower moment to kind of, I want to say catapult, but just readjust your aim for future partner, okay? So it seems like this, if this relationship's not on the outs, I think moving forward, which is what the Chariot represents here, moving forward, you really just want to be a bit more stable and practical in your decision. That's what I'm getting for the Queen of Pentacles energy. So you guys want a Queen of Pentacles, not so much the Empress. Okay, you want someone more stable, more grounded, more focused, someone that embodies stability, they're steady. Okay, the Empress was who you had in your life before, or embodies the energy of the Empress or the Emperor. Reminder, disclaimer, energies are transversal, which means you can flip this script. Male or female, masculine, feminine energies are not gender specific. So when you see Empress, it doesn't mean I'm talking about a female. And when you see Queen of Pentacles, it doesn't mean that I'm talking about a female necessarily. Okay, so if you are a female Aries out there and you're talking about reconciling in your relationship, really what the Empress energy represents is the full embodiment of a very attractive male or a very attractive person. So lots of attraction, okay? Maybe you're willing to sacrifice some of that attraction and some of that high dynamic passion, okay? So that it doesn't burn out so quickly. Maybe you want a slow smolder. Maybe you don't want to move so fast. You want to take your time getting to know that person, okay? Find something new and different in your approach to relationships to appreciate in your partner. Okay, 9 of Swords in reverse. Sometimes the Swords in reverse, when you're greater than the 5, is you've worked on an internal conflict for yourself and you've redefined things. It's a new way of looking at things. It's a new way or new perspective on things. So I think after this, you've learned about yourself that maybe you don't want to be so emotionally passionate and you don't want to get so emotionally and energetically involved with someone until you kind of take your time and get to know them a little bit more. Okay, Knight of Cups is in the outcome position. He's in reverse. So it seems like a 4 of Pentacles moment is on the horizon for you guys, where you're just going to kind of keep it close to the cuff. You're being a little bit protective, but you're still in manifest mode. Okay, even though the Magician is in reverse in the future position, I do feel like you guys feel like there's a certain element of disappointment because something you wanted to manifest or tried to manifest didn't come to fruition, but the manifestor's still on the table, you guys. Guess what that means? You can still recover this situation. So maybe you're giving into a little bit of self-doubt. Okay, let's get some clarity in the cards. Got that? Okay, so we're going to clarify some cards, get a little more elaboration from the universe. Moving forward here. Okay, which deck are we going to? Moonology. Moonology's been a little talkative lately. It was kind of quiet there for a couple of readings at the beginning of the month. And we're clarifying this 6 of Cups. Okay, the 6 of Cups is at the basis of the situation. I really feel this means you're reflective. You're reflecting on the past. You're thinking about this relationship. You're really taking things into consideration. You're not necessarily emotionally fulfilled or happy with where the relationship is at if you're in one, or if you're considering a partner. There's some level of dissatisfaction that hasn't fully manifested itself. Lots of cards in reverse. And I do read reversals, you guys. I do believe reversals are extremely beneficial to understanding the energy and relationship of the cards on the table. Okay. Oh, a new start is coming. New start is coming. So hang in there, you guys. This is for the 6 of Cups, and communication is key. Okay. So not a lot of communication. Oh, you know what? As a matter of fact, none. There's literally no communication cards on the table. The 9 of Swords is in reverse. I believe that's an inner communication, an inner dialogue that you're having as you're processing through your thoughts and depictions and definitions about this relationship, a relationship, or something that you want to act on moving forward, okay? So, yeah, no communication. So if you guys aren't talking, this is for you. This is your reading. Excuse me, I need another little sip of this. Okay, so clarify the Queen of Pentacles. Yes, with... Okay. Sometimes I have to touch the deck just to make sure that I'm hearing a yes. I don't know why. I should just trust it at this point. For God's sakes, I've been doing this long enough. 15 years behind the tarot cards. All right, humor. Okay, humor. You need somebody that doesn't take life so friggin' seriously. Like, can I just have somebody I laugh with already? I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Let it go. Let it go. Shut up, Sharon. Imagination in reverse. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Okay, you know what this is alluding to? Okay, this is about the Empress energy. Okay, with the 8 of Wands and the King of Cups. When all of these are in the upright, you guys, this has all of the makings of fantasy girl. She's my dream girl. She's my dream guy. He's my dream guy. She's my dream guy. Energy is fluid. It doesn't matter what gender, but here we go. This is what I'm saying. He's my dream guy, dream weaver. Okay? Basically, you can fall into the trap of imagination and create a whole bunch of stuff about this person, not being practical about who they really are or seeing reality of your true connection or lack thereof, because when you're physically attracted to someone, this kind of stuff happens, okay? So meanwhile, in reality land, somebody's knocking on your door going, hey, I'm a demanding crazy bitch. You didn't know that because I have nice tatas and you really like them. Or I'm a narcissistic douchebag and you had no idea because I made you laugh and that's funny and important and I'm good in the sack. So basically, you guys need to not get carried away with projecting onto this person or in new relationship, projecting onto this person something that you want them to be without allowing them the time to show you that that's really who they are. Alrighty. Okay, so I feel like we're going to clarify the Chariot, which is the absolute fundamental basis of the situation. Moonology again. Yes, please. Drums, please. You know, in Arizona, summer is not something that we usually look forward to because 120 just doesn't feel comfortable. But with my sweater on inside the house, I'm almost kind of thinking tank top weather would kind of be sweet right now. Kind of feeling a bit nostalgic, Aries. Yeah, you know what? That is your guys' energy. That's what it is. I'm picking up on your energy. I want to feel warm and toasty and comfy and nostalgic and blah, blah, blah. Pride. Pride's on the table. Luck is on your side and a time for healing. Okay, so you guys haven't been released yet into reconciling this relationship because you're still working through your Nine of Swords energy, which is okay. Okay, and there may be some pride there that's kind of restricting your movement, which is the Knight of Cups in reverse is exactly pride. Okay, it is the restriction of emotional expression. You're not going to come forward with your emotional self. So this is all about pride. Okay, and this could be also working through the upper constraints of reconciling imaginary fantasy and a projection of an ideal and kind of regrounding yourself in a sense of realistic expectations. Okay, pride and ego have a lot to do with that because that's all about illusion and it's about the lies that we tell to ourselves in order to accept behaviors, treatments, or standards that don't meet our needs fundamentally or don't meet what we have set our standards at fundamentally. So you guys are probably reconciling a lot of those kind of internal issues. Okay, and it's like, it's okay because you're being really quested because remember I told you the Chariot is a major arcana. Before you move forward, you're really kind of being quested. Sequestered? What's the word? Oh my God, my ENFP self is just making up words to kind of like... Speaking of imagination, we're going to laugh at that and use humor to see the lighter side of life. Okay, so a time for healing. You guys are basically, I don't want to say isolation because I really don't feel like you're in isolation. I just think you're in non-communication with this person. Okay, your pride took a hit. Your ego took a hit. There's a certain aspect of your defined identity. Okay, and I call this the illusionary identity. Okay, it's not ego because ego serves a purpose. So it's a misnomer to call it ego. It's the illusionary identity. So it's all of the constructs that we've created in our minds that help us define who we are in order to function in society and in a global culture and in any kind of social setting or work or professional setting, all the different roles that you have to basically chameleon throughout a day to function in life is the illusionary self, because it's not your true self. When you come home and you know the sweater is off and the jeans go flying and the sweats come on, there's more true self in there, okay? If you actually have the energy to self-actualize after you've given a lot of yourself to whatever, you know, you've had to do to function. But you guys are in a period here, not just of self-reflection and isolation, but it's divinely driven, and there is an element, not necessarily of the hermit, but what went wrong? How did it go wrong? And what do I want to do about it, or how can I fix it, or what can I do to rectify the situation moving forward so that I don't make the same mistake? A lot of that kind of thought process going on for you guys here, okay? So I feel like the Eight of Wands in the past situation, it's in the past. Aries, we don't really need to review the fact that you moved too fast on this and there wasn't an emotional fulfillment with the Ten of Cups. I think you guys, that must resonate with you in your headspace. The Empress in reverse, we've already talked about. The Five of Wands, I think, could use a little more clarity. So let's go to which deck? Tarot deck for more clarity on the Five of Wands. Ooh, the Lovers. Yeah. Okay. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse. And the Two of Pentacles. Okay. Honestly, this is not a bad makeup, okay? This is not bad. This is the order that they came out in. Okay, you've got the twins, strong Gemini energy. So this could be the twins conflict. So maybe there's a part of this person that you really like and a part of them that you just can't stand. Remember that it's all reflective of yourself, though. So I also think that this could be internal conflict about whether to choose and stay with the person that you're with, or continue to, okay, there's more message coming through. Sorry, I'm cutting to, I'm not taking my time here. So Aries, remember, I'm channeling your energy right now. So that means you guys are still being a little hasty, which is okay. It's all fine. It's all fine. No, judgment, not an accusation, just an observation of the way that I'm feeling. There's still a sense of hastiness here where you just kind of want to move on already. But there's lessons to be learned here, and you really need to let them sink in, because this internal conflict that this is all caused it's gonna resurface if you don't really learn the lessons and reconcile through the pain body, through the painful part of this experience. If you don't reconcile through that, you're destined karmically to repeat this cycle. Okay, so if you want out and you don't want to experience this again, there might be another option. So you're thinking, do I settle for the person that's stable and steady and reliable, but there's no passion? Or do I go for the person that fires me up, but it's an unstable, unreliable relationship, and at the first sign of trouble, they're going to cut out? Okay, but I feel like the universe is saying, why are you reconciling between those as the options when you've asked the universe to manifest your partner for you? That does not compute. Okay, so take a little more time. You will be called for movement, but it's not rapid, fast movement. That's okay. That doesn't mean it's a bad sign. Okay, so I'm feeling like you don't want to be alone anymore. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse means that you want a partner. Okay, you want a passionate relationship with an amazing connection. And you don't want to feel conflicted by their fickle investment. Okay, and you don't also want to feel like you're bobbling all of the time. You want Ace of Pentacles energy. You want this Queen of Pentacles energy, okay? And maybe you don't know how to embody that fully for yourself, okay? Because you're at the Nine of Pentacles, which means, you know, you've learned some things, maybe about managing your money, maybe about paying your bills. But sometimes Aries personalities and their Aries doesn't like to conform. They like to do things their way, or have their way, or get their way. Sometimes there's a little bit of a going it alone for a while so that you can work stuff out and learn what you can actually manifest, what you're actually capable of. Almost like the prodigal son. Okay, you'll return eventually, but you kind of have to go it on your own to kind of find out what you're really capable of. Find a little bit of yourself or an element of who you are. That's okay. That's all right. Okay, that is like life. That's what life is. We don't just, we go through cycles. We mature that way. We evolve. We transform. We grow. So all of this happens for a reason, and I feel like that's what the Chariot and the Magician represent here. All of this is happening for a reason. Okay, and it's not necessarily to bring you closer to the most perfect, ideal relationship you can imagine. I think it's to help you understand realistic expectations through a long-term relationship mean that you're going to run into situations or have events take place where your togetherness is going to be challenged, your commitment to each other is going to be challenged. Yeah, it's going to happen. It happens for you too, not just with your partner. So selecting a partner, even if they're ideal or your version of ideal, doesn't necessarily guarantee that they're going to be with you through all that anyway, So maybe some of you guys are reconciling that too, some of the reality of that. So it looks like it's good growth for you guys. You guys are heading in the right direction, and I like to see that. So let's clarify the Magician in reverse, because that's the outcome card, and that's pretty much an important gusto. Which deck? Okay, yes. This is my deck of purging. This is the purge deck. I love this. Okay. What is keeping Aries from full manifestation in this relationship, or from achieving their partnership with the Lovers? Woo! Jumper. Ooh, purpose. Some of you are not necessarily connected with your purpose. Patience, a lack of patience. And how do we want to read this card? So purpose came out to clarify the Magician in reverse, because this is the card of manifesting for me. Working and collaborating with the universe to achieve the desired outcome, okay? So I do think that you want to align yourself with a greater sense of purpose with your partner, and you want your partner to serve, or your relationship to serve, a greater purpose in your life. I know what I am here to do. There's been some impatience on your part. It's just a coup to the Eight of Wands in reverse energy. We've already established that, things moved very quickly before in previous relationships. In the dynamic, I accept that everything happens in divine order. That's also a coup to the fact that the universe has brought out some major arcana for you, and we actually did talk about the fact that there's divine timing at work here too. And then I feel like this card, indecision, came out in reverse. Oh, it's saying read what's on the card. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. So the cards of intuition, they're not on the table, you guys. So I feel led to share with you to focus on the word intuition, okay? Inner reflection is about connecting with that higher self, okay? And serving that greater good, serving that greater purpose. And intuition is a huge part of that. Hearing from divine, hearing from spirit, not just relying on people like myself on YouTube or people in your life to give you an opinion about what's going on in your own life, but kind of drawing some of your own conclusions, because you know that that's what will work for you, and it's the decision that you're willing to live with making, okay? The fear in that inevitably is that you're the only one left accountable for the decision that you make, because it's the decision that you made. But I really don't see any cards that are indicating that you guys are struggling with that aspect of the process. So it just seems like you guys need to refine your ability to listen to your inner self and that, you know, that part of, or that aspect of your intuitive self, and hear your inner voice when it comes to your emotional processing and your selection of a partner from here forward, or your return to this partner that you're kind of like having either conflict or no communication with, or are at odds with, or there's something going on here in this kind of thing. So if you guys want an elaborate personal read about the situation, if this resonated with you, look to the description box below. You can reach out to me at ProjectFEVtarot@gmail.com. Send me a little brief synopsis of what's happening in your life. And as always, I am grateful for all of my new subscribers, all of my regular watchers. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. And I look forward to hearing from you and seeing the channel grow. Thank you so much, you guys. Namaste.